Hello everyone, welcome to Napoleonic Wars on this Friday evening. This is the Tercio event, and of course, thank you to all the teams that have joined. Round 1, fight, says Tenford indeed. So our thanks to Tenford for doing the admin-y thing. Adminning, yes, that's the general gist. Anyway, old calisthenics, Napoleonic War calisthenics being done here by the Swiss first. The fine torpedo heads charge into battle with Oberst Space at the rear. So let's see what's going on over here. Who are these fellows? Ah, the 7th KGL Lights. Lieutenant Shadow, DK no less. Fine gentlemen from the Nordic countries. Yes, DK will stand for Danish, for those of you not aware. Could also stand for Dick, but yeah, it's more likely to stand for Danish. By the way, the two are not, yeah, you know what I mean. The two are not associated together. Anyway, average African. Look at that fellow. Doesn't he look great from the SBRM? Moving out as well. Oh, I see a horsey. A random horsey with a commanding officer, possibly. Oh, there's Swiss Hauptmann Bull. The Swiss third. On his horsey, scouting the area with his spyglass as we see his minions waiting for him. Invitational Lud. There's Bone Wave in there as well. Oh, who's the horn work coming from? There's Crawford. Lieutenant Ensign. And Corporal Toby. Oh, backwards horses. And there we go. The first kill by Perdenek into a member of the Swiss first. Who's this engineer? Sergeant Zander doing the fine earthenworks thing that, as you can see, should have intercepted that cannonball, but didn't. Never mind. Engineers can't be everywhere, can't be doing everything. Oh god, there's a Fort Derp being built, complete with a derp on top. There's Retinue Guard Dalacris, I should say. Who's this fellow down here? Lowland Man, Brigadier General Engineer. So some engineering work, and there is Sapper Unsullied, as well as a little bit of headbanging going on from Sergeant Nano. Anyway, so this is the defensive position for the artillery. Look at that fine earthenworks. Well, that cannonball. And the earthenworks is gone. Oh dear, never mind. And there's Daniel saying hello. Oh, what's going on here? DJ Stalin looks to be trying to, get the horse out of the way so they can continue their horsey goodness. Now, we focused on the artillery enough. Let's move around and see what else is going on this sandy, sun-covered battlefield. We hear horns in the background. When don't you hear horns in the background? This is Napoleonic Wars. There's always a horn somewhere, and I don't just mean on the TeamSpeak. So let's just find out what's going on. As here looks to be some lights moving up, some riflemen. That's exactly what they are. Fine riflemen from the 12th CR. And you can see here also Swag and Humphrey Sweets. A fine name, sir. Oh dear, Major James Carl, keeping the tradition of the skirmishers, especially from the 77Y, where the commanding officer always dies first. So, anyway, let's just see what's going on. So they've lost their commanding officer already, and they actually haven't teabagged him, which is surprising. Oh, and another one gets taken down as Murder Mountain, or Murder Mountain, is dead. So, let's see if we can find. Oh, look at this. Fine Russian doorsteps with their commanding officer there, Coronel Bliss from the LE first. And on the hill, random horn. Captain Villet from Tercio 5th. Doesn't he look fantastic? All these guys, so well trained, so well drilled, standing there. Some of them can stand still for a short period of time. There will be some headbanging in there, as is the usual. See, they can't stand still completely. Some of them can. But there's a nervous, active twitch amongst all of these players. They want to get into the battle. And I don't blame them one iota. Constable Davery Oh, heavens above. Look at that. Gijon with a lovely kill into multiple members of Whoops-a-daisy. Oh dear. That didn't go well. So the captain is no more. So, let's see. As you can see down here, cannonballs bouncing around all these skirmishers. Now you can tell they're skirmishers because of the way they're spread out in that way. So they can obviously engage at range with the rifles, using the cover of the hill to try and protect them from the cannonballs. And that's pretty much the route that they're going to go. And you can see here the cannonballs bouncing towards them. And they are being engaged. Oh dear. Love the advertising in the chat. Fantastic stuff. And now you can see the 12th CR. They are the ones that are engaging. So it's pretty much Napoleonic Wars hot skirmisher on skirmisher action as we speak. So you've also got these guys over here. The torpedo heads from the IFA. There's Dalcris there with his fine torpedo. Following the average African from the SBRM. Lieutenant average African, thank you very much. And so, let's have a look at the numbers. Oh, holy crap. That kind of went south very quickly. So we'll move on to the next round. Wow. And so we return after a slight glitch somehow. Not sure what happened, but we are back with the next round as we move over to one of the spawns. Temford apparently wanted to kill himself and pressed the wrong button. Poor Temford. Oh, bless. Poor Temford. So, instead of killing himself, he killed the server. So, never mind. Everybody presses wrong bottoms. Yes, wrong bottoms too. So, we've all done it. We've all done it. I mean, I had a friend who banned himself from his own server once. That was quite amusing. There we go. Yep, there we go. Oh, has he got in there? No, he still hasn't managed to get in there and catch a lift on the Napoleonic War bus that is the artillery train. Disappointing. Who was that? That's Olivares who's trying to do that. And we've got Ingeniero Matteo. Commanding Officer General Vera. Doesn't he look wonderful? Fine. Braid work on that gentleman. Oh, engineering! We're hearing engineering. Look at this. Ingeniero Matteo is working hard with his engineering goodness. Okay, so cavalry waiting. Oh, Dark Maidor. Lieutenant Drone with a fine kill. So, what's those cannonballs whistling past the camera? And these guys out in the open. God, this is a dangerous position for them to be. Especially with these torpedoes on top of their head kind of acting like periscopes, sort of announcing their position. You can't really miss them. So, obviously, there is Crambo trying to keep these guys out of trouble. Whoops-a-daisy, over the top. And he's doing a good job so far. Let's hope he continues to do a good job. As we've got another guy from the torpedo heads running to catch up. And there is Medi. And up on the hill we have the Prussian. Whoops-a-daisy. The Prussian artillery. There's some drumming. Some drumming is occurring. Dalcris. Fine drumming. And I'm not sure what they're building here. There's DJ Stalin. The damaged earthworks. And a nice kill there. So, let's focus on that fine drummer. Good work, Dalcris. Good work. In the heat of battle. And there's Bombardier Jake. Working together. And who are these cannoneers? Oh, what a fine name. Veteran Gunner. Fluffy Keyboard. Why his keyboard is fluffy, we probably shouldn't really ask. So we move over to the 7th KGL with Simraeg. Looks like that looks very Welsh name, actually. I'm not sure. I'm sure it stands for something, but unfortunately, I do not know. Private Brother, and there's Panzer, and there, of course, is the fine Shadow DK. So, let's see. As these guys are now moving out, you've got these guys also moving out in a lovely line as well. The Swiss first. Well, precisely, as we fly over here, these look very skirmisher-like. Yeah, you can see the fine rifles being carried by the 12th. Dominic Pierce among them. Now, let's see what's going on over here. Harry Flashman, also from the 12th. Oh, in comes the rifle fire. Swug getting involved, and they're aiming for these guys. You can see them making a breakout from the artillery section. See if we can find out who these fellows are. Ouch! Stalin murdering a couple of teammates. It's Colonel Bliss from the LE first. Oh, cannibals over the top! Dear oh dear. And here, Fusilier veteran Josari. And also Underby and Chakal at the end. Also, there's a Fusilier veteran Kukovi, possibly. And there, of course, Fusilier Elite Hussar. And Rookie D. And Kavoth. As we move up the front to recruit Brace. Kabosh Chosh, I think, and Captain Vilhay. And that is the 5th Regiment of the Tercio. Don't they look wonderful? Over on their side, covering their right side, you have the LE first. Oh dear, looks like, oh dear, they've lost Volunteer Jones. He won't be volunteering again anytime soon. And you can see Recruit Tamago here moving up as well, as Captain Vilhay takes the bullet, keeping the tradition of the light commanding officer as per normal, getting murdered horribly on the first opportunity that exists. So, look at this fire and stabbing going on. We got to get in there, see what's going on. As you can see, stabby goodness occurring. Here we go. Here's the stabby goodness on the hill. There's Murder Mountain. Oh, look, there's Bowser getting involved as well. We're up here on the artillery section. Not sure why it jumped there. Let's see if we can get back here. What's going on? Here we go. We're back here as loads of murdering is occurring on this hill. The Chicago's down as well. Here's Oberst Space from the Swiss first. And he's getting involved as well. Going up against... Oh, the nice stab into a Russian there. Murdered him horribly. And you can see here the remaining members of the Prussian army making their way out from this recent massacre on the hillside. But, not to be outdone, the Russians are coming back. Colonel Bliss from the LE first. Well, precisely. Oh God, who's left behind? Reservia Sabina. So, what's going on here? General Arcady from the 8th Regiment, 5th A Division. Getting ready with a bit of cannoneering fun. Oh God, what is going on? What are these like up to? There is Perdinek from the 5th. The artillery. The 1st Artillery, 5th A Division. So, let's see. Now, this guy here, Armine Maximus, coming under fire. Oh, fine stab into Oliveras. Coming in from... Oh, nasty. Anna murdered horribly. And a bit of dodging coming in, but didn't dodge it enough. As Maximus catches a bullet and goes down fast. So very unfortunate for him. Let's see if we can find out what's going on as well. Following El Cruzado. Fine name, sir. Fine name indeed. The commanding officer, of course. Well, looks like he's got the commanding officer regalia on for Fusilier Underby. Ah, man looking through a spyglass. He looks definitely commander-like. Captain Romo. So, let's look around. See if we can find out what's going on. Oh, there's an attack. It's an attack on the Russian artillery section. Down goes General Arkady, killed by Darker. Oh dear. Never mind, that's one way to get a promotion, I suppose. As we're now seeing more fighting going on with what looks to be one Prussian. It's Shadow. Oh, it's Lieutenant Shadow. Ouch, down goes Shadow. Murdered horribly, stabbed in the nozzle. Let's see. 17 and 41. So, right now, the Russians have a definitive advantage. Oh, fine. Small ice there from Captain Swag. Out comes a pistol, and he misses. Yeah, that's unexpected for the pistol, really, isn't it? Well, precisely. And look at that fine block coming in from the Swag. From the 4RGJ. And now he decides to cheese it in the opposite direction, which is a smart move. As this man stands back to hold them. John there from the 14th AF. Oh, he's taken one stab. He gets one kill into Dominic Pierce. And another kill into Sweets. Oh, can he get a third? Can he get the triple? He's going in for that nasty stab. His enemy has just been hit by a horse. Or possibly not. We'll have to wait and see. A nice block coming in from John. Oh, and a turning slice. Brutal. So John on the triple right now. And he's going after the drummer. Kills the drummer. That's a quad. And is he going to get shot at any second? Yes, he is. What a way to end it. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, dear. Never mind. Flying horses, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, flying horses exist. Captain Swag, still in there with his sabre, doing his duty and murdering the enemy. So, for those of you wondering, Rick will be reloading in charge, Fick will be firing in charge, and Feck will be what they exclaim when they get shot. And there you have it, the Russians have won the round. We move on to the next one. And so, we are on to round 2. As we float around the Russian spawn, watching these fine soldiers march into battle. And there's Captain Swag from earlier with H2Owen, Fusilier H2Owen. Let's see what's going up on the hill. Is there anyone catching a lift on the artillery train, I wonder? No, because they've already put the artillery down. They didn't go very far, I have to say. So these guys are already getting a good hill position for the spawn. You can see the enemy. They'll be over there somewhere. There we go. You can see the puff of the cannon coming in from the enemy. And out goes the cannonball coming from these guys. So we just have to wait for the 330 cannonball, which will probably intercept General Arkady in the face. As commanding officers of cannon detachments tend to have that problem. They do have very, very magnetic faces when cannonballs are concerned. They've got to keep moving. They've got to keep moving around as best they can. And a fine shot from Perdenek. There we go. Perdenek. And thank you, Arkady. Thank you, Arkady, for proving my point so spectacularly. Thank you, sir. I am in your debt. Oh, glorious. Absolutely glorious. So, let's go and see what's going on on the field of battle, so to speak. Now, needless to say, there are things going on. Yes, I know. There are people on the battlefield. And this will be the last round on this particular map. Now, there we go. There is Shadow DK. Fine gentleman from the 7th KGL. You look handsome. Following at the back there, there's Simreg. And here in another line, got to be careful with the cannons. There's Colonel James TT from the 7th KGL. Look at these fine fellows. Oh, wonderful turnout for the 7th here today. Major Max as tail end Charlie. And Xander with a quick murder onto Sapper Unsullied. So, unfortunately, engineering work has has brought an end to this service. As his Shadow trying to get his guys into the right position. Supported by the Swiss first. Well, there you go. So, let's see what they're going to do. Ah, here we go. You can see now. Now they're starting to push up here. They're holding in this position. Some of them are moving around to the right flank, and you can see that the cavalry is getting involved. And here's a bit of cavalry involvement. As you can see, they butchered the skirmishers pretty significantly. And that's the kind of advantage that you want the cavalry to go for, because the skirmishers really aren't designed to go up against the horses, or they can't defend themselves that well against the horses. So it's a difficult thing for them, as has been proved. So, let us move away. Ah, Sergeant Nano, with drumming behind him. You can see here. Continue to watch. Now, is that... Yep, that's Dead Man's sword in the ground. Oh dear, this is why I love Mount and Blade community. So completely balmy, every single one of them. And there we go, Swiss first being intercepted by Perdenek again. So Perdenek with 6 kills, 0 deaths at the moment. So now you can hear the fire all over the place. Here we go. Let's go over the top of the cavalry. Now these cavalry... Oh, the cannonball flies over the top. These cavalry are looking for an opportunity to sneak up on the troops that are hiding in this hill. So, the likes of the 7th KGL. See, so he's watching those cavalry. And you've also got these guys also over here as well. The 7th KGL. Private Brother and Friends. Oh dear. Oberst's spear is no more. As now, the members of the Swiss First, here's Murder Mountain. And checking through the spyglass, James. So, what they're looking at and what they see is these guys. From the Tercio 5th Regiment, Recruit Paul, Elite Hussar, Rookie D, more Rookie D, and Recruit Bray at the rear. Well, precisely. So, we'll have to wait and see what these guys decide to... Oh, here we go. They're going to have to get into the right position for the proper volley that is required. There we go. He sets up the guys to the right of him, and they're getting ready to fire as soon as they can. And look at that. Fine shooting from the Tercio. Absolutely spectacularly great stuff there. Look at that. Murdering many of their opposing numbers, you can see here. Just the kind of result that they were hoping for. They got up close and personal, and now another guys from the JSC 11th can get in there and do the long range stuff as well. So that's going to be a good result as far as the Tercio are concerned. They're going to be happy with that. And we are going to go and find some more punch-ups. Shadow being very ambitious with his pistol. Yeah. Although saying that, I have seen Mao get like a cross-map shot with a pistol, the most completely ridiculous thing ever. So, you know, these things tend to vary. It's not what you would call a reliable weapon. I mean, it fires. That's about as close as the reliability will get. Now. Oh dear, lone guy's been murdered horribly from the SBFA. And let's see if we can find out where that melee is occurring. Oh, is it here? Oh, it looks like it's here. Over by the cavalry. Oh. Fluffy keyboard just got butchered. And here is Filipino from the JSC 20th. And they're trying to finish off Lowland man, Brigadier General Engineer, with a fine chopper. Oh, is he going to get in there with a axe? Chop himself some horse meat ready for tonight. But no, he has held off. Or possibly not. Run for it! Oh, but he gets his bayonet out and decides to fight it out. But sadly for Lowland man, he is no more. Murdered horribly by the Russian army. So, 10 members of the Prussian army remain. Come on, get in there. There we go. Now it's Napoleonic War. Oh dear. There's something wrong with this lot, I swear. So, Daniel G 453 is murdered by Thomas Perdinek. You can see them setting up a new location. Engineer Matteo with his spade ready. Look at this fine stabby goodness occurring, as it looks like the cavalry have got involved. Oh dear, a little bit of a team kill there. And so, after this map, as you can see from the screen, there will be a map change or after this round. And they'll redo the balance a little bit. So, 2 members of the Prussian forces remain. And here they are, running for it. Here we go. And the final man is down. And the horse has been murdered. So we'll be right back after a map change. And after a sneaky little map change, we are back for round 3. As we look at the Prussian spawn. Look at this. Fantastic stuff coming in here from everyone. Whoops, and we got a little reset to occur as well. These are all the technical problems you always have. Try and edit most of them out, but you know. He's going to disappear, there we go. And there they are all again. So we can do the fine camera sweeping movement. There we go. You see we are now live. So, noisy men ready for the off. Ready for the battle. The flag holders getting prepped. The artillery is off. There we go. Lowland man catching a lift. He's not kneeling down. That's disappointing. He seems to be stuck in the horse's bum, which is, I'm not sure if he would class that as disappointing or a normal Friday night out. Either way, things are afoot, as there is Lieutenant Reginald from the Swiss 3rd. Checking his spyglass, looking for the enemy. Where could they be? What could they be doing? What are those sneaky little buggers up to? Well, now you've got a cannon pointing at your horse, so you probably need to move it. Attention, this horse is reversing. And the horse will be parked. Hopefully they put the right ticket on it and it won't get tagged or clamped. That would be tad embarrassing. And the cannonballs start bouncing through. And poor old Woods and Average African are finished off almost immediately. There we go, see? Casualties already. And building is Lowland man, Brigadier General Engineer. Fine hammer work coming in. Oh, and a random drive-by kicking there by Maximus from the 40 RM. Flag holder of choice. And horse assassinator. So here is Basakov Dima from the 4th, with commanding officer nearby, Lieutenant Drone from the Swiss 4E. And away goes the cannonball. Oh, and another cannonball comes flying back, and oh dear, Fluffy keyboard has stopped working. And he's fallen off the server. Poor Fluffy. Never mind, Fluffy is no more. The horn work continues with Crawford. Fine, fine work. So, engineering we go past, cannons we go past. Let's go and see what the lines are up to. Here we are. So we're with the 7th KGL at the moment, with Shadow leading. Oh, -1. And, of course, the obligatory Napoleonic War teabagging that always occurs in these. And that was Simreg there doing that. And there's Crambo from the Swiss first. Oh, look at that. Looks like they lost a man on the way. Fine shooting coming in from the enemy, but the question is, where is the enemy? There's a random bullet coming across the hills here. And this is a good hill to be on. You see Colonel James TT is looking for a good opportunity to find the enemy. Now, you can see here that there's a little bit of slicey dicey goodness occurring out there in the field. Let's see if we can find it. Here we go. It's a cavalry attack onto the Russians, onto the lights, and as expected, a brutal, brutal experience for these poor Russians. Trying to defend himself with a rifle butt. Very, very brutal until sliced across the front of the chest. And a successful attack by the cavalry of the Swiss 30. So. Oh, look at that. Recruit Pausa. Firing the cannon. Defending it. Ginates. And there's Granino. And these are what they're shooting at. Charging in. Come. Oh dear. Come the Prussians. Out goes a pistol shot from Crambo. Proves unsuccessful, shockingly enough. As grape shot goes into Colonel James TTT. Poor old Colonel James. Massive, huge amount of grape shot just aerated his face. And out comes the axe. There's Ingeniero Matteo with fine axe work, ladies and gentlemen, impressing the girls with his chopper. Although there's not a lot of girls there. So. Oh, another fine slice coming in from Matteo. He's defending himself. As more stabbing and murdering occurring over there on the side of the hill. Matteo now trying to get involved. Another kill, and Matteo finally drops. Further down the hill, there's Ginates, murdered horribly by Grenadikec. And now the Prussians regroup behind the defensive positions of their artillery. We hear cavalry still floating around. And it looks like, there we go, down goes Dark Mador, last of the Russian survivors in that area. And now they regroup, now they reform. And we wait to see what happens with 28 and 34. So, still a lot to do. Lancer Pablo, fine fellow, Fusilier veteran Josiri, from the Tercio 5th Regiment. And let's see what's going on. Who is leading? Who pray is leading? It's, of course, Captain Vilhe. Of course, leading the men forward. So, let's see who's going over to their left. Let's just see. And there is Gibbo from the 4th RG Arty, but they're going with a line. And now you can see their Cabo Mikikas. Oh, goodness me. Oh, more people are dying horribly. Murdering. Oh, running across the bullets. Oh, dear, no. Poor old Major Orange. Sergeant Major Orange has just been peeled well and truly. And now this is where the murdering begins. Oh, Coronel Bliss shot at close range. Oh, sorry. Stabbed at close range. Spag, I think, just got shot at close range. Very nasty things occurring as the melee now carries on the top of this hill. And this could be all that remains of the battle. As the melee continues, you've still got guys who are firing at the remaining meleeers. As Grella gets killed. And we're now looking over here. Who's this gentleman who's taking on the entire Prussian army? It's veteran Tampano. And Tampano is down. So, Major Max. Oh, barge to the floor. Brutal barging there for that poor Prussian gentleman. 7th KGO come in. They stab the horse. Horse is down and they're going after the rider, as you can see. Nice shot there into Filippo behind him. Oh, fine blocking. Look at this lovely blocking. Down. Oh, no. Tamago shooting down Major Max. As MC Hammer. Can you touch this? Ow. Astaroth. Sliced across the back of the head. And Pepe El Loco. Fine work, sir, with that lovely... Oh, and Grand Theft Horsey. Grand Theft Horsey has occurred. No, it looks like he's left Horsey for one of his... no, it looks like he's decided to Grand Theft Horsey after all. And there you can see Recruit Kurt is the only man left standing as the other horses gallop off into the distance. Yeah, he's not very happy, but, you know, I can't say I would be either. And now you can see them. That's the 7th KGL. Trying to defend themselves. As now you can see, moving up the hill. Reinforcements. Causing these guys to essentially cheese it in the opposite direction, and no bad thing. Oh, there we go. It looks like are they going to fight? Are they? They are. Oh no, brother. Oh, he really came close to being killed there. And came even closer as it... Oh, down with a bit of rifle butt action. Butt action to the butt. Brutal stuff going on there. And there you go. The Russians have won that round. And we should move on to the next. And we are back for the final round. At the Prussian spawn, no less. Oh, I'm hearing drumming. Conspicuous drumming is occurring, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. 40 RM. Fantastic. And Morgoth as well. I like the flag going backwards. Fantastic. Lovely stuff by the 40th. The SBRM as well. This is great. This is fantastic stuff. They're waiting for a cannonball. Or a screenshot. Fantastic. This is just glorious, but we should get on with the battle. The SBRM. And there we go. Fantastic stuff. As we move over to say hello to the 14th AF Major Matty. You can still hear that fine fifing in the background. Goes for quick rifle shots. As Hauptmann Fiasch from the Swiss second. Taken down by a fine kill from Jose. Oh dear, Fusilier Bull. Killed very quickly indeed. Let's see what's going on over here. It's here. Recruit Tamago, along with other members of the JSC. And the artillery fighting back. Oh, speaking of that, General Arcady, catcher of cannonballs from the previous rounds, in as the commanding officer. Now being defended. Oops-a-daisy, that's not going to go well. Oh, heavens, Vera with a lovely kill onto multiple members of the 7th KGL with a mortar by the looks of it. Or at least a howitzer. Not a mortar. Down here. Kabul Bowser from the JSC. Let's see how the numbers are. 57 and 62. There's still plenty going on. Let's move around, find out what's going on as we move in with the Swiss 3rd. A fine cavalry detachment, and they look wonderful. As we watch them ride past the camera. Along with Reginald attacking trees in the background. So. We move over to the torpedo heads. As you can see, Oberst's space now forming his men. Getting them ready to move, moving past the bodies of their comrades. And that's the respect with which their comrades are treated. Oh, fantastic. Love it. Dear, oh dear. Aha! Hurts. And there's Paragondor. There's a lot of defending going on here by the cannons, I have to say. This gentleman here, Lieutenant Drone from the Swiss 4E. Are these guys still going? Oh God, they are! Oh my goodness, the dedication is fantastic. I'm loving this, this is fantastic. Look at this. Oh dear. Time to break up the band. They're going to come under fire now. As their flag holder has taken a bullet. He has survived. And there's Tempano at the rear to defend them. So he's going to hold the flag low while they move in. The brutal attack of the band, ladies and gentlemen. This is something to strike fear into the heart of every Napoleonic War player. I'm trying to load that cannon, goddammit. Get the flag out of the way. Oh, Maximus. Oh dear, fantastic. So, let's go and have a look and see what's going on with the battle. As we can see that there are plenty of kills out there on the kill feed as more Russians get taken down by the Prussian Lancers. Fine Lancers they are today. Doing a fantastic job. And there's Perdenek. Around by the artillery. And here come more reinforcements. Let's see if we can find this stabby goodness that is occurring out there in the field. So far, oh, here we go. Dominic Pierce just caught him in the last moment. And now, this will be the interesting thing. Can he catch a random horse? Come back, random horse. No, he won't. He's going for the last man standing. It's Mercenary Etherton. 12th CR, murking and unfortunately not dodging the sabre. So poor old Mercenary Etherton is no more. He will not be collecting his paycheck for a job well done. Or even a day's work. Average African. Drum and flag. Look at this. So, here we go. Look at this. Looks like the final defence here of the Prussians. But no, there's a lot of cavalry in there as well. This cavalry getting butchered as soon as the horse goes down. Absolutely nasty. Recruit Kurt is no more. And now, Fusilier Carcass. Oh, killed at the last moment. And here, Private Brother defending himself. Oh, fine stab into potato. Slicing potato up into chips. And now he returns to his teammates. And we will go and look and see what's going on. Oh, it's more pole fun. Fun with a pole, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you can have fun with a pole. Oh, goodness me, that was a bad stab. As Opa Space leads the first into battle, getting up close and personal to the artillery section of their enemy. The Russians. And some horses. Perdinek, there we go. Down goes Space, down goes Murder Mountain. Let's see, one Prussian remains. Not anymore, ladies and gentlemen. And that is your Napoleonic Wars for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you very much to all the admins and to Tercio for hosting the event, and to every single member of this wonderful community that attended this battle. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Take care.